the leadership of the indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob, sinks deeper into crisis, members are considering jumping ship to avoid being totally consumed by the inevitable crash. The movement is said to be split into several splinter groups, each of the groups laying claim to the leadership of the indigenous people of Biafra, but only to command more fellowship, the Chika Edozim and the Simeon Ekpa factions. Chika Edozim is the head of the Directorate of State, a powerful governing body formed by Nnamdi Kanu. One of its major principles is the command and control mechanism, an animal farm-like mechanism used to manipulate the minds of its members, hearing, or more appropriately, independent-minded members are regarded as sabos for daring to challenge the mechanism. But there is the problem. Despite heading such a powerful group, Edozim is powerless as it lacks the charisma and guts of Nnamdi Kanu. Is more of an introvert. Perhaps his appointment was a deliberate action by Nnamdi Kanu to avoid a repeat of his sacked deputy Uche Mefo. Kanu may have internationally chosen a weak head of DOS so as to rule unchecked and still not to be accused of being authoritarian. Simeon Ekpa, on the other hand, though a one-man squad, is the complete opposite of Chika Edozim. Even though he has no position in the group, in fact, he was recently disowned by the group. He wields more power over the members than the governing body DOS. He is expressive, charismatic, and charming. His autopilot movement swept away Ipob's command and control mechanism. The weekly Monday sits at home order is a perfect example. Simeon used autopilot to savage Edozim's command and control until the center could no longer be heard. This was the last sword that broke the Kane's back. If the massive loyalty, the attention, the prestige Simeon Ekpa attracts puts Edozim's pride in the coffin, the autopilot movement nailed it. It was a massive blow to not just Edozim but the entire DOS. The checkmates this and the clip, Ekpa's wink, the DOS embarked on a campaign of a Kamuli against Ekpa. Radio Biafra, a notorious propaganda machine set up by Kanu, was hurriedly converted into a gossip mill where all kinds of reports were manufactured to tarnish Ekpa's image. According to a source in the group, the campaign were designed to force Ekpa to surrender his support base to the DOS. This was the so-called conditions he was asked to meet. But Ekpa, being smarter, refused, insisting he will broadcast on the radio without any condition. Angered by this, Edozim and his allies kicked him out of the station and subsequently disowned him publicly to humiliate him. But Mr. Ekpa already knew that was coming. He and his top allies mobilized to create their own live streaming platform under a bigger banner called Enter Biafra. A top source informed the writer that the platform is the final step before Ekpa's own group is formed. Ekpa, the source revealed at his first, did not buy the idea of forming a splinter group, but as things began to get clearer and persuasion highlighted, he gave in. The writer said, Okay, someone said, that is what they are all good at. They want to be the one in charge of the money. You are a fool. Enter Biafra was formed by Nnamdi Kanu and Simeon Ekpa is not even contemplating this wishful thinking of yours. Ipob is a big family that is sooner than later destroy Nigeria if Nigeria do not handle it with wisdom. All right, this someone just dropped that. Someone said, yeah, when a big tree falls, the birds flies away. Okay, very good. Someone said this is animal fun. So guys, these are Nigerians' reactions to what this writer have just dropped. So what's your view on this? Let's hear from you. But before then, let me just drop this. The Ipob member, whatever that is going on now, they have to, put their home together and do the needful. There is no need fighting each other. Of course, you are both fighting the same cause. Yeah, there is no need for all this. It is very, very wrong for one to come outside to wash your dirty linen. Then when you talk, your talk will no longer hold water. So that is why they have to be very, very careful. They should take example from Nnamdi Kanu. When Nnamdi Kanu was there, when he was not in detention, when they say yes, everybody, yes, they all go. When they say no, everybody know, they all go. And that is the reason why the Ipob group was, really very, very united. You understand? They don't encounter each other. They don't do that. There's no need fighting for leadership. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not dying, is in detention. Eventually, that is the prayer of all Biafrans that is going to come back and everything, move. So for now, you guys have to, be careful, with how you do things to avoid more issues. So guys, I'm going to drop it here. You've all heard it now. I'm dropping it here. Kindly drop your view below the comment section. Subscribe to this channel if you have not. And don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you very much for always coming out here. I really do appreciate. Bye for now.